bad things with you.
This is the part of the show.
That was fun.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. You're one of the only people to actually enjoy that.
I like it.
I appreciate that.
I feel that last KO too much every time.
I love them all.
It's a little gnarly.
Yeah.
It's great.
I do like the Chris Isaac though. That's a nice.
Yeah.
So this is the part of the show where we talk about physical confrontations, street fights, any violent circumstance that you were in or were a part of that's memorable to you.
Are you a bruiser?
You think do I look like one?
You could be.
Yeah.
I could see you being a tough guy.
I'm not.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think I'm a fucking like sissy, but I don't think I'm a tough guy. Like
Sure.
you know, like I think you know when you meet a tough guy really quick.
That's true.
Yeah, like, and then you meet somebody who just doesn't like to be
You can
bullied,
tell
and then you meet
Shannon slides out of her chair.
Yeah. I'm like, you want to grab a drink
Yeah.
later?
Oh, you like them rough? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rough and tumble. As
Real-
they
I mean,
call it.
yeah, I'm fucking tough. I beat up a bunch of homeless. So,
I forgot one thing. The Jimmy Martinez clause. No murder allowed in the story.
Jesus.
Okay.
Nice.
I haven't murdered anybody, so that's
Okay,
good.
cool.
I beat the shit out of my brother on the street. Right on Flatbush Avenue, like bad. He broke my car window, and like I beat him so bad, I like broke my Uggs over his
We need a
head.
little bit of a story here,
Okay.
Noelle.
Yeah, it's just fucking,
Okay.
yeah.
We were at a bar. He got really, really drunk.
Started handing out money to the
was in the
homeless.
back seat of my car, and he spit at me. And like, I do not play that game.
That's the kind of shit where you're like, all right, fuck you.
You're a
yeah,
scout.
we're gonna go. Yeah,
You're
yeah,
a
yeah.
scout. Like, and
Were
then
you arguing?
he was kind of like, he wanted me to bring him somewhere, and I didn't want to. It was like 5 a.m, you know, and I was like, we're going home. You're 40
Yeah.
years old. We're going home. You know what I mean? Like, let's go.
It was 40.
So, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And he spit at me. I dragged him out of the car. He got out and he grabbed onto my window and ripped it, and the whole thing shattered. And then I just went bananas. Like, and then I beat him up.
You just whooped him in the
I
fucking middle
whooped
of the
his
street.
ass. He didn't do anything. He just kind of like, you know, like went into like
up.
fetal position, and I broke like my Ugg over his head.
that's so funny.
And
He's
I
like-
left him there, and he wound up going to the hospital. Like I broke like his orbital bone.
Jesus.
It's just a prank, bruh.
You know, like some people are
I
just like,
sweat
oh, they're
so
definitely
easily.
gonna
I'm, like,
break up.
sweating
Like
talking
people that
about
are
So that's my
fucking,
story. Yeah.
How big is your brother?
He's a big guy. He's definitely a big guy. He's like 6'2", you know, stocky guy. He's big, but he would never
like
hit
as
me
big
back
as like Big
either.
J.
I think
Not as big as Big J, but
Yeah.
definitely similar.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
definitely similar.
Okay.
But I mean, that was deserving of an ass beating. But he
then-
would
and
never
then-
hit me back either.
And then you just left him there.
I
You were
left him there on
consequence
Flatbush
free
Avenue.
outside of the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he walked to my house like later on. He had apparently had been in the hospital. He was like in a white shirt covered in blood. And I was like, wow, I'm like kind of proud of myself a little bit. It was
Were you-
wild.
What did it? What?
Were you also drunk?
I was not drunk. I don't drink. So I was not drunk.
Wow.
I was very angry. The spitting at me is what
Yeah.
got me. Don't disrespect me like
Disrespect
I mean,
that,
that's
yeah.
like gnarly.
I'm not a fighter, but like you
That's a
have to have
line.
a line somewhere, and that just made me bananas.
What were his first words to you when he walked in?
Like he was so apologetic
Okay.
because he was sober. He was like, I feel so terrible. Like I love you so much. I'll pay for it. You know, anything I can do. Like he was very
just
apologetic.
loaded out of his
yeah.
fucking mind.
That's what it was. He was like blackout.
Yeah, and he wasn't even mad that you fucking cracked him open.
No, not at all. He was like, I totally get it.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was probably like the only time we've ever really fought too. But I was pissed.
That's
like,
pretty fucking
don't
bad.
disrespect me. Because
the-
like I'll do anything for him.
Is that the only time you've ever thrown a punch?
I mean, I think I had like stupid scraps in like high school, but really not in my adult life. I really haven't had fights. Like I'm more of like a mouth fighter, you know. I think I'm tough and I'm like scream. I'll like yell at you from my stoop. You know what I mean? Like that's who I am.
A mouth.
All right. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Your turn, Shane.
I was doing a show in Portland, like, I don't know, probably 5-6 years ago. And at this place called Owl's Den, and there was these two dudes. And like as soon as I saw them come in, they were like, they threw their feet on the table. They were just ready to fucking be an ass. I could just see it coming. And then they were kind of ruining everybody's set. And I was closing the show, and I just finally leaned in on them, and they kept chatting. I was like, kind of like going back and forth, and then they just started interrupting me. Like I mean, even after I was like zinging them and hitting them with stuff,
Right.
And then finally I was like, all right, y'all can just get the fuck out of here, go. And I was like, beat the fucking road. I was like, I'm not finishing the show until these people get the fuck out of here. And then they pulled them out, and they were waiting for me outside, and they started trying to talk to me like, look, this is what you did. And I was like, no, we're not going to agree. Like, I'm sorry, like, you're trying to get me to be like, I'm sorry, and I'm not sorry because you're fucking wrong. Have a good night. And I was done. Then they followed me to my car.
How many guys is it?
2.
Okay.
And then they followed me to my car about a block, and then I turned around, I was like, what are we doing? And one of them leaned in on me, and I shoved him, and the other one tagged me in the side of the head, and I grabbed his buddy and started like swinging, and they were and then all these other comics ran down the street and broke it up. But I haven't been in like a real gnarly adult fist fight, but like,
I don't blame you.
Yeah, he fucking scratched my eye like a lady, like I know, and I was like, this is gross. Like, and then like it was fine. Like his friend barely fucking hit me, but it was one of these things of like I was like I'm pretty even keeled, and I was so fucking mad. I was just like shaking him and like trying to swing on him, and I couldn't fucking get a punch. I was so mad that I didn't get to hit him really as hard as I wanted. I'm still mad about it if you can't fucking tell.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I got worked up for my story.
Yeah, my fucking neck is hot right now.
Now that you're both sweating.
This air conditioner is lovely, though. It's
Really helping a lot.
Fantastic.
I am always confused after a fight when you see someone with like a scratch on their face, and it's like, how does this even happen? It's like for like not
They
to
teach you to close your fist and throw a punch.
exactly. It's like with a 90-Day Fiance, Larissa. With Larissa and Colt, and after
And he
they
was, like,
supposedly had
covered
a
in
fight,
scratches?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like that seems like what you do to like fake a fight.
Yeah, I've
put
never
a scratch on your
scratched
face.
someone.
Yeah.
It does
Like,
happen like when you're going to grab somebody though.
If you're like trying to put your
the
hand
face?
on someone's face or hold them down, I said, like, your hand can slide or something. But he like was like, like it was.
That's like, he might as well have pulled your hair. Right.
Yeah. And like, whatever. It makes me so goddamn. The matter I think, Christ Almighty.
Great.
And that was yours. You said in your adult life.
Yeah. Like in high school, I'd been in some scraps and stuff, but nothing like. High school's so much more simple.
Yeah.
Like, like it seems like there's going to be an ending and someone's probably not going to get beat to death. But
Yes.
like sometimes when I see bar fights now, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Like somebody gets their head cracked open. Right. It's way
like,
scarier.
Yeah, like in high school, you're also only 16 to 18 years
Yeah.
old. You're,
There's
you're
something about
120
man
pounds.
strength that
Yeah.
plays a
Sure.
role,
Yeah, and also like I saw this guy. This guy's my brother. Like him and this guy were like scrapping out in our neighborhood, and my brother like knocked him over. He tripped over a curb. My brother knocked him over and just like was laying into him, and he picked up a rock and threw it on his fucking stomach. Like,
Oh my God.
yeah. And I was just like, Jesus.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I guess when people see red, and that's when they do crazy shit.
I feel like those are the
I want to
guys
be like,
who,
you're not responsible, but I get
yeah.
the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the guys who are more even keeled tend to go that way. Like when if you're the calm guy all the time, and then once you snap, you're gone.
I could see that.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
there's a like,
Yeah.
well, I've had enough.
Like, are you someone
Yeah.
who thinks about violence on a daily basis?
No.
Do you
not-
drive?
No, I don't. But
Right,
like
that
when
could
I
be part of
drive,
it.
when I do drive,
Yeah.
I have a lot of like, it's not like you've never made a mistake while driving.
Really?
Yeah,
That is
like
so interesting.
yeah, and I
am
get,
the
but I
opposite.
freak out too. I'll be like,
Yeah.
in LA, I'll be like, I will, eat you feet first or
Yeah.
whatever,
Feet first.
Yeah, I want them to know what's happening. But I try to like, because the feeling of like, when you're driving and someone gives like, they cut you off and they give you the like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I'm like,
Yeah.
how much relief that gives you
Yeah.
right away. I try to remember that,
Right. Yeah.
and it's
What,
it's
to-
very hard
to apply it to the
Sure.
actual cunts.
No, to a fight. Yeah,
Oh,
like yeah,
fights.
yeah.
Gotcha.
But like, I mean, my shrink, she was like, "Do you think about violence a lot?" And I
Yeah.
was like, "No, I'm mad a lot, but I don't think about like hurting people a lot. Like sometimes, like if I see a dick on a train or something, I'm like, I wish I could hit this
Sure.
fucking dude, but not like specific people. Really, most of the time,
That's
know-
that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like,
I'm trying to think if I think violent thoughts often.
I mean, I think like I'd love to fucking hit this person who won't get up for this old lady or
Same.
like that kind of shit. But
Yeah.
then most of the time I'm not really like, and I'm pretty angry a lot of the time
Okay.
too. But like, I got nothing to be angry at except like the universe itself.
Right.
So it's just not like a.
nothing except everything. Right.
Yeah. All right.
except
Well,
the
when you
world.
put it that way, fuck your podcast.